So we have this leg that now pretty well fits in there. I mean, I can get it pretty well in by pushing it in. You know, one thing that I had an issue with initially with putting this on here, and it fits nice right now. That's in there well. But the other side, which is what your camera's resting on here, I'm gonna have to do the same thing I did to convince this side that this was a good fit. So I'm gonna slide the whole top over. And I have to do some sanding here first. I also, one thing that I did was I came down along this edge here. I just held my chisel as though it was a knife. What I don't want to happen is to have my cheek come over and then start to round into the shoulder. So by putting that little cut there, it's going to allow me to clean up all the way to that and have that piece of grain break off. The sandpaper I'm using is a 120. It's reasonably aggressive. And then again, like I said, I'm going to put my finger here on this part of the shoulder here so I don't scratch the grain where I don't want it scratched. And I'll chamfer that over. Now I'm going to flip this and I'll do the exact same thing. Take my chisel, cut down in that corner there the whole way. And then sand this out. Put the chamfer on. A smooth piece of wood is a better glue joint than a rough piece of wood. Last thing I said I was going to do was I would come in here and go to my dados and get this, some of the burn marks off, and then also chamfer the corners here. Okay, so now if this doesn't want to go right in,
it's the first single from James's debut album, Singing for My Supper.
And it doesn't. Okay, it's not flat enough. The piece is not flat enough.
James, it's nice to meet you.
I want to get two boards that I don't have a joined edge on them. So here's two pieces of cut off maple that I had. That when I put them together, there's no gaps in between because they have a joined surface on the edge here. Now I want to clamp them like this. But it's too much of a pain in the butt for me to try to hold these two pieces and do the clamp here. So I'm going to take some other pieces of scrap wood, nice to have scrap wood around, and I'm going to lay them on the sides here so that they're thicker than what the tenon was. So they're sitting up above that. And I'll put my joined edge right there. And right now you're getting a pretty good idea of how warped this leg is. There's a big gap in the center here. So I'm going to take these clamps and put them across that. Bring it in, clamp that tight.
I remember
I'll do this one.
My grandmother allowed me to drink coffee, and it was just like mostly sugar.
Now clamp that one tight as well.
Wondering why my adult body needs so many things.
You have to have a hard wood like that, like a maple, something that's not going to flex real easily. But now let's take these pieces out. They were only there to space it. And now it should be reasonably flat, and I should be able to get it in there.
As soon as you wake it up, like I remember being like that.
Looks better.
I guess the song was kind of analyzing the effect that this has on the adult mind. It ties into what's going on right now because we are all in uncertain times. Unfortunately, drinking, overeating. What's your living situation like right now? I live with two of them.
So now I'm going to go ahead and take the clamp here.
They're a James fan.
Set it over top.
Set up in the house.
Under the back side here.
Once or twice a week at least. It sucks to not have
Just like so.
to not have an
I'm
audience.
going to try to pull that in.
But also quite a lot of bars where I got ignored. So pointing to a live stream kind of feels like pointing honestly. And it is worth pointing out that your debut album,
I'm going to bring it over to the corner of the table here so I can get another clamp on the other side.
and it was right around the time
I want to get this that
the
when I go ahead and put it in, it fits in just like that one fit in.
NBA got shut
So it
down.
may require some sanding. It may just require that once I get this in, there's compression there, and that should do it.
And tour, and it's supposed to be a celebration.
Regardless, I am going to do some more sanding on
This
this.
is happening. I think it took him, because we were in Oregon when we got the news on the 12th. So we were supposed to play the Fillmore the next day in California. It was kind of all leading up to the album release and being at the Fillmore, obviously a historic venue. But I didn't feel we needed this was not good timing for anyone, except maybe like a Twitch streamer or a YouTube streamer. I'm sure they're making more money. Because I just tried to just take it as that and not get too occupied within, because it took until we got home. So that must have been a surreal trip on its own, right? Yeah, it was like spending the whole entire day traveling on the day the record came out. Releasing an album. You're listening to World Cafe. We're here with Barry and James. Up next, Hill Blues, and this comes out of a real-life story involving a cold turkey situation. Can you tell us what happened, and what should be listening in for when they hear the song? I was at the time going back and forth on 2 or 3 different types of antidepressant medications.
So you can see I'm not all the way down there. You can also see that there's a little bit of a bow in the top here as well.
Strange because
But I am down there enough that I can stand this thing up and take a look at it.
my mother's a nurse, and I think she told me not to put it cold turkey. I told her, and I just holed up inside of my room for like 2 or 3 days and wrote that.
So here's what we're looking at here. So this is where you take your shoes off, get your shoes here. It's going to come down a little bit. I think it's a pretty good size for me. Might be a little bit tall for you, Lauren. Some things that are different from what she has here. You can see that her tabletop had a full tenon in there, and then full tenons on the sides. We're not going to be doing that.
I think you're right, yeah.
So for next week, I will have this fixed up, and we'll also have laid out where the shelves are going to go across here. We have 1, 2, 3 shelves.